Shortly after the video on making my zero clearance fence for the big miter saw, I started getting comments in the video and on the forum post about how you would do it with a small miter saw like this. So I gave it some thought, and here's what I came up with. It's a fence very similar to the big one, except it's shorter and not as steep and not as high. I also made it from 1/2-inch plywood, and rather than using dowels to hold it on a stand, I used a pin that sticks through the back here and indexes into 3 holes in the aluminum fence on the saw. The construction details for this one are very similar to the big one, so I'm not going to go into that in this video. I will say that I did write an article that has lots of pictures showing exactly how I made this, and you can go to my website. There's a link at the end of the video. It operates in the same way as the big one. It's easy to take off and put back on. It has a pin on the back here that sticks out about 1/4 inch. It's actually the shank of a 1/4 inch drill bit that fits into a 1/4 inch hole that I drilled in the fence in 3 places. To make a 90-degree cut, just put it in place, push it into the fence, take the trim that you're going to cut, line it up with the mark, and make your cut. To make an angle cut, it's exactly the same. Change your angle, put it in place. This time it goes into this hole right here. Take your trim, line it up, and make the cut. And it's the same from the other direction. Just remove the fence, change the angle, put it back in place again. This time I'm going to use this hole over here, put it in, trim in place that you need to cut, line it up, and make the cut. The biggest advantage of this auxiliary fence is that it doesn't lose the material that's in the middle here, like one that uses the same position as you rotate the saw around to get the different angles. You'll often lose the material in the middle. Indexing it in 3 places, you wind up with lots of meat here that stays in place and backs up your cut on both sides. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and for more information on the project, go to my website. There's a link at the end of this video. You'll get more details on this project and hundreds of others that I've made over the past 4 years. As usual, thanks for watching, and see you next time. It operates in exactly the same way as the bigger one. It's easy to take off and put back on. Wow.